Hey, what's up? Hello and good morning. It is 7 in the morning. Whoop whoop. I'm getting myself situated so we can head to the office. What is today? Today is Wednesday, the 6th. Whoop whoop. All right, let's see how this day progresses. I have to go in first on my YouTube, and then I have to turn on monetization each time, which is getting quite annoying. It's about driving me crazy. That's a little bit of a scammy thing. It's time for work. Yeah, it is. You know, this YouTube thing's kind of scammy, though. Why they keep turning off monetization and make me have to turn it on manually every time? That's kind of like, that's not cool. What are they hoping? People forget? I don't get it. You know? Just don't seem cool at all. Sharon, what's up? I'm trying to remember to do everything now. To share these out before I go anywhere. I'm trying to remember to do everything now. Oh, hell. To share. Now I got an echo. All right. We got it out on Twitter. Now, let's share it out on something else. I read about that. It's normal on every live you start. Is it? Why does it have to be normal? Why can't they just make it like automated? Well, fingers crossed you can work with no way. We'll know in a little while there's people there now. Because you start a new stream. Okay, but it ought to be started with monetization turned on, not turned off. Anyway, don't. We'll figure it out. All right, we got it shared out. Now let's shut my laptop down and head to the office. Man, it's so humid that we're having that the humid time now. So now we have over 100 degrees Fahrenheit and maybe 80-90% humidity last night. It was so bad. I went out to ride the bike. I went a few laps and just came back. I couldn't handle it. It was just more than I could handle last night. Too much. Sometimes it's not bad. Yesterday, though, last night, I just couldn't hang. It was bad. Weather Jubel. Oh, do we have that hooked up here? I don't remember. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Weather in Jubel. 68% humidity. 90 degrees. See? It's terrible. I have to go back into all those YouTube settings and play with them sooner or later. You know, I still haven't taken the time to actually go to the Twitch re-education program. It just hasn't been a priority of mine. I wasn't really concerned about being allowed to broadcast there quickly, so I haven't even touched it. I may have to think about doing that today. I don't know why, I just haven't really gotten into it. It's like, I just haven't even bothered. It's like, do I really want to go through your re-education program? It's like, I'm tired. I've had enough of their re-education. It's like, just enough, you know? There's only so much I can deal with. Good morning, Thammer. And I'm just not into the whole re-education type situation. I find it to be annoying, like a re-education camp. It's what it is. That's what it's called. It is a re-education camp. You know, most of the world is ending wokeness, but Twitch is kicking in gear and getting worse. But everybody else in the world has realized that dog don't hunt, but not Twitch. They're digging in deep. I tried to go with their flow for 2, 3 years. I can't handle it. Just not who I am. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm just not going to be re-educated to deal with the devil, you know? Okay, now let's see if I can get to the car. Hell, I can't even see. I can't see nothing. I'm walking and I just can't see. Oh, hell. This is terrible. I can't give me. Oh, hell, I can't find where the key goes. Now I can't see. Oh, there we go. Like humidity. You need eyeglass spray, anti-fog. It's someone else reporting, not Twitch. Yeah, but Twitch shouldn't. Someone else is reporting. But Twitch should not adhere or honor their wishes. The reporting don't mean anything. It's when you take action, you're guilty. If people are offended about stuff, you're not the right person to be around me. It's okay to be offended. Doesn't mean that you're. It's okay. Some things offend people. It's not a big deal. Jamie Birch, what do you know? People act like you have a right because you're offended. You have a right to turn it off only. That's your only right. You don't like something, you change it, you turn it off. They're probably clipping it. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. I didn't even look and research it. It doesn't bother me. I figured out that it's just not worth my time. How's it? What's up? I'm not going to bend and adhere to the penny ante demands of every little person. It's a hot new day for work. It's a terrible day for work. I only work because I need money. I don't like to work. Nothing, man. Twitch being nonsense. Actually, Twitch said I can do a re-education program and they turn it back on. And I just haven't clicked on the link to do it. I haven't felt like it. It's not been a priority. The new AC in the office works great and it's quiet compared to what I had. So I'm happy with that. And yesterday I had some bike parts that I had been waiting on from AliExpress that came in and they worked with no problem. Because I'm doing things to the bike that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to order. I just got lucky that everything worked yesterday. Ordering like derailleurs and cassettes and shifters. On a folding bike, it's real different. You don't know if it's going to work on the wheel, the hub, all sorts of things. There's no real... You're just supposed to know these things. Hell, I've learned everything by accident. It's been a challenge. I've been lucky so far. I haven't made too many big mistakes. I do it a little at a time. It gives me a hobby, something to do. I went from a 9-speed Sora to a 10-speed Ultegra. And now I think I'm going to do an Ultegra crankset with dual chain ring and add a front derailleur. I was looking at this yesterday and this seems to be complex, but I think I've got all the parts picked out. Hopefully I'll be correct. There's no real guideline. And there's no simplified people that will just give you the direct answer. It's always in general, or it should be, and this is normal, but it's like, come on, man, just tell me. everything doing good. It's been a lot of rain, like I'm living in the Philippines. Has it? Rain is a good thing. I miss it. I like to wake up in the morning with that rain, fresh smell. Make sure that's sophisticated when you were young. Was the bike that sophisticated? Complicated. Because the shifters and all were very different. You would shift with a little lever on your frame. Now you got hand grip, back and forth adjustments. It's a little more complicated. And plus, when I was young, nobody ever thought about no folding bike. Folding bike makes a whole new dynamic. And there wasn't a lot of selection. There was like one size, and that was about it. There wasn't like 100 different millimeter, centimeter, pillimeter, diddlemeter types. So now there's so many things you have to really take care. I need to figure out how to measure bottom brackets still. I need a tool, I don't know, without taking it apart. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Hopefully I'll figure it out. It's pretty complex. But it's common for people to buy a bike and then make it the way they want it or upgrade it to their liking. That's kind of like a new world in the folding bike especially. Folding bikes are the king of people who love upgrading, changing things the way they like it. You buy the bike and then you make it your own. That's kind of like a big deal in folding bikes. Very few people buy and just keep it the way they bought it. That's just uncommon. When we were young, we buy the bike and that's it. We didn't change nothing. But then again, we didn't have money. Everything cost a fortune. Now online, internet, you can order anything in a minute. When we were young, we only had a bike store. And whatever that dude put out is what you could get. There was no online ordering. Now, hell, you can order anything, down to the simple bolt that you need. Online business and ordering is really a miracle. I don't see how we live without it. I don't even know how we survived 10 years ago. Being able to get anything and everything online and delivered to your house fairly quick is unbelievable. It's really a trip. It's actually a miracle. Online shopping is wonderful. It lets you shop in the whole world. Life was simpler 10 years ago. Yeah, it probably was. Visit Trek Factory in Wisconsin and get yourself a costume and design. You know what? I don't like Trek. I find it to be a common man simple bike. Yeah, we drove to the store. I think Trek is just like a low-end, mass-produced bike. I'm not really into their bikes. I really don't like any mass production products. And what I don't like about Trek is Trek bike has they have their own selection of parts they call Bond Tiger or Bond Tigger or Bond Rigger, whatever it's called. And their wheels are that way, and their stem and their seat post, everything is Bond Rigger, you know? And then, yeah, Trek bikes on the market used, they're a dime a dozen. They're worthless. There's no value in them. I haven't stopped at physical stores since COVID, really. I only go to a physical place to use the mechanic to help me with my gears. I still can't adjust gears on a bicycle. I just can't do it. You have a derailleur and you have a couple of screws that makes it angle and go in and out. to get the gear to align right. I can't, for the life of me, I can't get the niche down. I can't never seem to get it smooth. No matter how I try, it just ends up bad. I don't know why I can't just get the feeling for that adjustment. I prefer internal gears anyway, but the problem when you have like an Alpine or a Rollhoff or any internal gear, except for pinion, the other ones, the rear wheel, you can't change the rear wheel. It's a custom rear wheel. So the only viable internal gear is pinion, because the rear wheel doesn't matter. The other ones, the rear wheel is the big deal. You can't change it. You know, for a little while I got into the regular factory Bromptons. But the more I played with them, the more I found they were overpriced just junk. People buy Brompton because they think they have prestige in the name. If prestige for you is found through a bicycle, you may want to reevaluate your life. I don't think anybody thinks better of you because of the brand name of your bicycle. That's hilarious. That's really penny-ante. In Southeast Asia, people think it's prestigious to have a brand. Hell, I don't really have a lot to say about that, other than I think that's ridiculous. You're prestigious because of the brand of your bicycle. Give me a break. It's a bicycle. I used to be stuck on the brand deal. That was the corporate brainwashing. Always a brand. It must be that brand. You got to have the brand. Now, it don't matter. Yeah, I was really hooked on the brand stuff. I've been programmed just like every one of you. Only by the brand name. Oh, make sure you get that brand. I've found a lot of wonderful stuff that is no brand you ever heard of. I'm trying to steer away from the branding thing. Look at this guy. This bus just cutting in front of everybody. Moron. He went across the whole light, blocked us all so we couldn't go forward. You know what? When I travel and I go to countries that don't have the timer on the stoplight, I really miss it. I like the timer on the stoplight, letting you know when it's going to be green. Something about it is appeasing. I kind of like that. The Philippines has it on most of the lights. I think that's a nice thing. It helps the people behind you chill out, not be in a hurry. They got to look at the clock, not at your back end. That should be mandatory. Every light should have a timer on it. Look at that Chinese truck, Maxus. It actually don't look bad. This Maxus T90. That's a decent looking truck. Little 4x4. They make RVs, that company. Maxus makes some great little RVs. these cars here nowadays. They put it for a short time here, and then people use really. I think they're a good idea. Water come from? The pipe is broken. It's a lot of water. Something must be broken. I hope it's not a sewage line. Something broken. Look at the back of this truck. Old vegetables. You know what he does? He goes around to the market and gets the old rotten vegetables from all the people, and he feeds it to his animals. I see a few guys doing that. They take all them old vegetables that are being thrown out and they give it to their goats. Oh, good. The guy didn't block his end today. We come to work, we can actually get in the gate. That was very annoying. Gate's open, but nobody's here. That's weird. Huh. Who opened the gate? Nobody's here. Still very early. I wonder if somebody forgot to close it last night. I am still the first one because there's no cars here. Unless somebody came in at daylight and left. There's nobody here, look. Only the gate was open, but there's nobody in here, look. Dead empty. Unless somebody come in at daylight and had a meeting and just left everything open. Dead empty. God, it's humid and hot. This sucks. All right, I can't see the text till we get inside. My glasses are so foggy I can't read a thing. So once we get inside, we can read chat again. But I can't see any chat. My glasses are fogged up. I actually took them off so I could see. That's a cool looking family type car. SRT. That's kind of cool. What the hell is that? Wheels and color, everything about it I like. Brembo brakes. What the hell is this? There's no other label on it. That's a smooth looking car. What is it? SRT means it's a Dodge product, I guess. I like that car. That's sexy. Yeah, buddy. That's nice. Smooth car. And I'm not really into four doors, but that one looks nice. I've never thought of a four-door as a sports car, in my opinion. When we were kids, if you drove a four-door to school, you were driving your mama's car. Nobody drove a four-door. Everybody had a two-door car growing up when you were young. Four-door was not cool. It was like torture to have a four-door car. Now young people drive four doors nowadays like it's no big deal. Hell, when we were young, you didn't want one for free. It was crazy. You couldn't give a four-door to a young guy. Hell, now I see First time buyers getting a four-door Toyota and stuff. That was like really geeky when we were young. Four-door meant you got a hand-me-down car. Would you guys like to watch me try to do the re-education program on Twitch? Shall we start doing it right now before work? You guys ready to help me on the re-education? I wouldn't give in to the dummies. I hear you. Let's just see what it's all about. Can you get your pens and paper out? Hey, good morning, Sham. Can I hey, I forgot to yell at Shamsuddin. Hold on. Shamsuddin? May I have a cup of coffee? Thank you. Mobeen, are you good today? Very, very good. All right. Let's look at the re-education program. Okay, turn it on. Turn this on. We're going to check out the re-education program. That way I can figure out maybe what they said I did wrong, you know? If I actually, maybe there's something I didn't know. I can't figure out every time what I did wrong. The video's gone, there's no way to know. Okay, here we go. It says, Twitch is committed to keeping our community safe for everyone. The reason that I was given a suspension was hateful slurs or symbols. Using hateful slurs or symbols or hate group emblems without context or in a harmful manner. I do not know hateful. Anything can be considered hateful, I would say.
Good morning.
Morning, Shamsuddin. How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Thank you much. Okay, now, somewhere there's a thing where I could get re-educated. Where's that at? Okay, that must be on another one. Okay, let's look again. Hold on, I missed the hateful one. Oh, here it is. Your account was suspended. Okay, however, if you participate in our experimental education program and pass your assigned course, We will remove the suspension and reinstate your account. You can take the course here. Okay, I'm going to take the course, and I better get a pad out. I have to remember all these things. All right, let's see what the course is about. Please help me, Sharon. Make sure that when it comes time to answer that I don't do anything stupid. Here we go. Here's the course. Let's see what it's about. Okay. Safety Education Portal. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I got to log in? Okay. All right. Hate. Okay, sorry, we got this. It says here, your hateful contact education resource. You will have one attempt and you must score 80% or higher to pass. Twitch is all about building communities. Okay, no problem. What is hateful content? Hateful conduct is behavior that discriminates, denigrates, harasses, or encourages violence against someone based on a protected age, race, color, or national origin, immigration status. Oh, that's where they got me. Right there, that's where they got me, I guarantee you. That's the only thing I probably was guilty of. I know it. Everything else I don't really care about, but I'm sure they got me with that. Somebody complained that I was probably against that. That has to be it. Yeah. You have to watch out for religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disabilities, serious medical condition, and veteran status. Oh my God. Hateful conduct often involves harassments of a protected group based on the protected characteristic, defined protected groups as a subset of the population who are protected characteristics. Okay. So I'm not allowed to talk about your race, your ethnicity, your color, your caste. Oh, that's an Indian thing. Your national origin, immigration, religion, sex, gender. Can you believe, Ryan, all this stuff? Sexual orientation, disability, serious medical conditions. Well, that can be interpreted as anything. Okay. You can read our guidelines for more examples. Okay, now let's go down here. Bony violence. Kill all the blank groups. Well, I don't say to kill anyone. Using speech, imagery, emote combinations to dehumanize somebody. Promoting desire for a protected group to be infected or to die. Whew. That's a lot of stuff right there. Harassing increasingly common people online. I get harassed all the time, and they suspend me. While I was on Call of Duty, I heard people being racist were better, and it hurt me. La la la. I been harassed by young-looking, short. Before I transitioned, I harassed and stalked the woman. I published a scholar, contemporary Jewish life, to find content. As a result, I probably averaged 2 to 3 death threats. Okay, well, what is a hateful conduct? Hateful conduct to do more harm you may realize. Not only does it make you feel you don't belong in the specific channel, but I tell people you don't belong and I tell them to leave. So I'm not allowed to do that, huh? I'm supposed to be friendly to everybody and not tell them to leave. Okay, also belong to a broader Twitch community. and diversity of the Twitch users, which all unique passions and perspectives, a big part of what makes Twitch a special place. Even isolated instances, hateful conduct can quickly snowball and escalate, okay? More than 1/4 or 27% of respondents reported that online harassment they had experienced had led to more severe forms of physical threats, stalking, and doxing. The risk to escalate severe harassment can be real if you yourself don't plan to harass anyone. People often mimic others in their community, and it's not uncommon for online someone else to interpret it as instance of hateful conduct. Friendly, ban them with a smile. For some people, the threat of these severe forms can constitute unacceptable. For instance, the likelihood of experiencing severe harassment is higher for marginalized groups, including women, people of other colors, LGBT plus Jewish and Muslim people, than non-marginalized groups. In fact, 54% of all LGBTQ plus respondents in ADSL survey reported being severely harassed, marginalized 5 times higher than other people. Oh my God, this is terrible. For Twitch streamers, hateful conduct online can create toxic environments that drives away new community members. Law professor Daniel Keats Clinton has studied this among women, concluding in a research paper, discourages women from writing and earning a living online. Okay, here are some real examples where targets describe the impact of hateful content. Okay. My reaction was not only block the fake account, but everything I post from friends only, and avoid stopping putting personal content. You don't want to give the troll power. You feel annoyed and you don't want those feelings. Revealing the harassing is power. Oh, so you're not, wait a minute now. You don't want to give the troll power. You feel annoyed, but you don't want to show those feelings. Revealing them gives the harassers power. It produces stress, the emotional stress. So I'm not supposed to we're not supposed to talk about the trolls? But why do they have more power than me? Why does the troll have more problem? I'm a little sketchy on that one. All right. I got you, I guess. Okay, let's look at slurs. Periscope was too good for the internet. It was. Now, what are slurs? A slur is an offensive or degrading term often used to discriminate, denigrate, harass, or encourage violence against someone based on a protected characteristics that were listed above. Okay. When thinking about slurs impact others, and remember the different cultures different and evolve, what may be a slur may be regarded as one now. It's best to stay informed. Oh my God, not considered something in group, otherwise might include members of a group. What comes to slurs, hateful conduct? People often prioritize intent over impact, consequences and behavior. Telling a user to kill themselves using a combination of hateful slurs, targeting a slur based on a protected characteristic, including a slur in a profile content, calling another player a slur in anger while streaming. Note, Twitch, we allow certain words, terms that might violate policies used in empowering terms of endearment. We also accept exceptions for slurs in music and singing along to music, as long as the song itself is not hateful. Oh my God. So you can, it's okay to sing dirty songs as long as you didn't mean it to be hateful. I can't say nothing, but if I sing along with the dirty song, it's cool, okay? Remember that. You can only sing dirty music. How are slurs harmful, blah, 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 in addition to impacting individuals, reinforce, oh my goodness. Target slurs again throughout compounding, okay. You have been days when groups of people have descended on time to realize me every slur and insulting name under the sun just because I'm a black feminist woman. But I'm not a black feminist woman. Okay, how do I learn more about a hateful conduct and slurs? There's a bunch of things to learn. What if I unintentionally engage in hateful behavior and someone calls me out? If someone confronts you, don't react by getting defensive and invalidating their feelings. Try to listen by asking them to explain why and how you were harmed by the hateful behavior. Without judgment, treat it as an opportunity to learn about someone else's experience. Oh my God. I got to take a test in a minute. You're going to help me on the test now. If I don't pass the test, my account stays banned. What can I do to become a better citizen on Twitch? Okay. Think about your behavior. Ask yourself, you act in specific ways and use language that others might find hateful. Is it about out of habit? Note, abuse is perfect. We all make mistakes. Even thinking we're just joking, another person may not see it that way. We also make this okay. Community members shape the culture. Research shows that online content creators tend to drive behavioral habits, the role models and leaders in the communities they create. Most people agree that hateful conduct and slurs are harmful and no place for the online communities. But taking action against it can be daunting. 76% of the participants agreed hateful conduct, slurs should be confronted. 20% reported they actually confronted someone who was acting hateful in a manner. Okay. Instead, you can make it clear to others that you will not participate in this behavior. Say something to an aggressor privately or publicly if it is safe to do so. Offering your support to target the conduct or slur. Reaching out to people you trust for advice. Reporting incidents to conduct Twitch by filling a user report. If you're able to do so, taking moderation actions by removing hateful messages. Oh, I think we don't remove enough hateful messages. We just block the person. But I thought if we block them, that removes their hateful message. So maybe we should watch these. If somebody writes something hateful, we should immediately remove it and block that person. All right. Again, hateful conduct to nominalize online spaces. Okay. You recently visited another country and decided to talk about your experience on a stream. You end up saying the weather and food really sucked in that country. Is the hateful behavior would violate the Twitch community guidelines? Oh my God, this is my test. Here we go now. You recently visited another country and decided to talk about your experience on the stream. You end up saying the weather and food really suck in this country. Is this hateful behavior? Would this violate the guide? Yes, because countries are protected characteristics of a group. No, criticizing aspects of a nation or a country is different from discriminating against someone. Which one is it? Yes or no? Is it a protected thing? Can I not tell you that something sucks? Can somebody tell me this? I don't really know the answer here. Number two, I mean, if you want to say yes, are you sure I want to say yes? If I go to Korea and I say the food sucks, what's the correct answer here, people? Now help me, you're here. You guys advise me. Make sure that I'm doing this right. I don't want to fail. I just went through all this BS. At least I should pass this silly test. Can somebody help me here? Sharon, what would be the right answer? Yes, so I should say yes, because countries are protected? Is that what you're saying? Or no, criticizing? Micah Boulder, can you tell me should I say yes? Okay, then here's the question. Is this hateful behavior on Twitch? Yes or no? If I say, hey, it's hotter than hell in the desert and eating camel sucks, that's wrong? Can somebody tell me what to say? Yes, it's wrong? If your weather is bad and your food sucks, can somebody tell me? Yes, it's wrong. Okay, we're going to say it's wrong. The next one. You witnessed someone posting the following message in chat. All men are just smelly and useless and should get kicked off of Twitch. Does this message violate the community Twitch lines? Well, of course it does. That's an easy one. Cole, you say the first answer is no? Let me go back and look at it. No. I'm going to listen to Cole. Let's see what happens. Okay, the next one, yes, because you're saying all men. That's being gender. That's wrong. Okay. Now, here we go. Number 3. On Twitch, are you allowed to call fictional person a slur? On Twitch, are you allowed to call a fictional person a slur? No. Using hateful slurs either directed towards another is harmful regardless of whether they are fictional or not. Yes, because a person is fictional and wouldn't be harmed. You're not supposed to use hateful slurs at any time, correct? You're never supposed to use hateful slurs. I'm going to say no. Fictional or not, you can't use hateful slurs. So no. Okay, number 4. When broadcasting on Twitch, you witness a guest you have invited into your stream making a hateful comment towards someone. What should you do? Select all that apply. Don't participate and silently ignore the behavior. Laugh and try to play it off as a joke. Don't participate and clearly denounce this. I would think that was how you do it. What do you guys say? I would say you definitely don't participate. Okay. Number 5. You are defeated in an online match at a critical moment, causing your team to lose. and you react by yelling hateful language and anger on the stream. Does this, you can never yell. You can never use hateful language. That's definitely a yes. All right, let's move ahead. 6, you were killed in game while playing a competitive game with a friend on a stream who was a woman. You turned to your friend and asked, "Where were you?" If you know that's why I hate playing with women. You both laugh about the situation and keep playing together. Is this, yes, this is hateful. You cannot talk about women. That's protected. Okay, number 7. While broadcasting on Twitch, a guest you invited onto your stream calls someone a slur. What should I do? Select don't participate in, ignore the behavior, clearly denounce the behavior, and or mute the guest. I don't think I should ignore the behavior. I should denounce it, right? Ignore it and denounce it. Do I say both of those, right? Would you guys say both? It says select all that apply. I would think both of those. Don't participate and ignore the behavior. Well, I shouldn't really ignore it. I should actually denounce it and mute the things. Should I denounce it or not? But this doesn't make sense. Here, ignore the behavior, and then down here, clearly denounce the behavior. These two are, they don't make the last one only. So take away the top one. Okay, we need to go back up to this other one too. I clicked both on that one. Don't participate. Invited in the stream making a hateful comment. Okay, now let's go back down. Here we go. Number 8, you're watching a political rally on stream and witness someone post the following message in the chat. I think anyone who supports this candidate or political party is stupid. Does the message violate the guidelines? No, political parties are not a protected group. Yes, because I think it definitely defined. If you say all Dugamawats are idiots, you're definitely targeting a defined group. So I'm going to say yes. Okay, number 9. You witness someone post the following message in chat towards a woman streamer or viewer. Hey woman, go make a sandwich. Does this message violate Twitch communities? Yes, it encourages stereotypes. That's true. You cannot do that. Number 10. While commenting on esports match, you make a negative remark towards one of the players and refer to their nationality. You dumb nationality. Yeah, you cannot. Yes, because national origin is protected. I can't talk about your national origin. Next. Number 11. While streaming, you witness someone post, I hope all blank get cancer. Yeah, it's never allowed to promote, express, protect a group to be infected. That's true. You can't do that. Number 12. Why are slurs harmful? They communicate to someone else they don't belong, or worse, the individual doesn't have a value. They suppress the ability to especially valuable, marginalized groups fully participate in a community. They communicate to someone else they don't belong. That's true. They suppress the ability of people especially vulnerable to fully participate. I would think that's true. They degrade individuals' group based on a protected. This would be true too. All those could apply actually. Number 13. You are watching a historical documentary on a stream about a hate group, and someone in your chat begins to praise the hate group. Laugh. Make sure the comment is removed from the chat. Clearly denounce the behavior on the stream. I would make sure the comment is removed from the chat and clearly denounce that you don't, yeah, I think that would be appropriate. Okay, number 14. While streaming and hosting a game where viewers can join and participate in, one of the players says a slur and draws a hateful symbol. Clearly denounce this and remove the content from my stream. All right, next. You are chatting with a friend on a stream and make a joke about them that contains negative stereotypes related to the person's protected characteristic. Is this hateful? Well, yes. Friend or not, you can't do hateful slurs. Okay, number 16. Why is hateful conduct harmful? Hateful conduct discriminates, generate, harass, and encourage violence against someone based on individual characteristic. Victims of hateful conduct experience mental, financial, and even physical harm. Hateful conduct destroys communities, driving people out. That's true. Hateful conduct often experiences mental, financial, or even physical harm. This is true. Hateful conduct, yes, that's true also. I would think all of those apply. All right, number 17. How can you help mitigate the impact of hateful conduct and harassment on Twitch? Say something to the aggressor privately or publicly if it's safe to do so. Report the incident by Twitch, filling out a report. Yeah, you can fill out a report. Say something to the aggressor privately. If you're able to do so, take moderation action by removing hateful, harassing message from Twitch. Well, yeah, you should remove it. You should report it. Say something to the aggressor privately or publicly. I thought we're not supposed to say something to them. Okay, I need help here. This seems to be some tricky shit. I think I'm supposed to be private about it, right? Can you help me, Mike? Should I say something privately? Do not mark that one. Yeah, because I don't think I'm supposed to say publicly. But it says if it's, I don't know. Okay, we'll move ahead. Are you allowed to role play a racist, sexist video game on Twitch? Are you allowed to role play a racist or sexist video game? No, you can't role play that. Okay, now let's go back up to these other ones where I actually said okay, what do you guys think? Are we good to submit it? What do you think? Yes or no? Hello, what do you think? Do we go ahead and submit? Everybody who says submit, give me a thumbs up. Yes to submit, no to look and read it. You think I'm right, Mike? I'm going to trust Micah Boulder. Here we go. Submit. Let's see if I failed or passed the test. Oh my God, the anticipation is crazy. You know it? This anticipation. I didn't pass the course. Sorry, you did not pass the course. Your account will remain suspended. You did not pass the course. Failed. I failed the course. I failed. You guys just watch me take this course and read everything carefully. I failed the course. How does this happen? I really read everything and I went by what they said. How did I fail? What part of me failed? Let's see the ones I missed. Okay, let's go to the dashboard and see if it gives me what I missed. It doesn't give me any. I'm sorry, I read their directions and I followed them and I can't pass a simple test. Really? How is this? I can't even pass their test. Who created this test? Better keep my day job. I can't pass the woke test. I tried. I can't pass it. There's no way in hell I can pass the woke test. What do I have to do? There's no other chance. One chance. That's it. It's over. Thank God it wasn't life or death. I can't believe I failed the test. Anyway, you guys seen the test. I couldn't pass it. Now, I went back in and I pressed it again. It says you have one attempt to score 80% or higher in order to pass. But now the test is here again and it's letting me try again. Do you think I should try one more time? Let's go through it quickly and try one more time and see what it says. It came back up. Maybe I do have another chance. Let's see. Real quick. Okay, let's come down to the answers. Number 1, you recently visited another country. Yeah, countries are a protected group. Yes. Witness a message, all men are just smelly. Yeah, because it's a gender. On Twitch, you're allowed to call a fictional person a slur. No, hateful slurs should never be used. Okay, broadcasting on Twitch. Witness you invited to stream making a hateful comment. Don't participate. Clearly denounce. No, clearly denounce. Don't participate. There you go. You defeated an online match. Hateful language is not permitted. Yes, because it's an expression. Okay. You killed in the game. Yes. Okay. You broadcast on Twitch and your guest is invited to the stream, call someone a slur. Don't participate and ignore that. Clearly denounce it. You're watching a political rally. No political parties are protected. Yes. Someone's message towards a woman streamer. Yes. While commenting in an esports match, a negative remark referred to the player's nationality. Yes, national origin. You cannot do that. Okay. Next one. While streaming, you witness someone post a hateful on a protected group. It's never allowed to promote, express desire on a protected group. All right, next. Why are slurs harmful? They communicate that they don't belong. They suppress the ability. They degrade groups based on protected characteristics. Next. Watching historical documentaries, blah, 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 that praise, laugh, ignore them, make sure the comment is removed from the chat, clearly denounce it. Why not? Okay. While streaming and hosting a game, the viewers can join and participate. One player says a slur and draws a hateful symbol. Clearly denounce it. You're chatting with a friend on the stream and make a joke that contains stereotypes related to a protected person. Yes, you can't do that. Why is hateful conduct harmful? Hate discriminates? True. It victimizes? True. Hateful but destroys? This is true. Next. How can you help mitigate the impact of this harassment on you? Say something to aggressor privately. Report incidents to Twitch. Offer your support to the targeted person. If you're able to do so, moderation's true. Next. Are you allowed to role play a racist or sexist in a game? No. Sorry, you didn't pass the course again. Oh my God. I failed the course twice, I give up. I failed twice. They can have their course. That's ridiculous. I failed twice now. I don't even want to take it no more. Hell, I'm confused. How in the hell did I fail the damn thing twice? I don't,